Okay, greetings everyone. I hope that you are doing well. It is 7:23 a.m. on Wednesday, August the 19th, and at 1,288 steps, we are a little on a different timeline, I will say. We're not off schedule or behind schedule. We're on a different timeline. So let's hop in. Changing things up on the channel just a little bit, and Monday's readings again will be the Egyptian oracles readings. Tuesday's readings are the oracles cards, and Wednesday's readings, which is today, so Wednesday or our Mercury day. Tuesday is for Mars, Monday is for Moon Day. So if you hear me say Moon Day, Mars Day, or Mercury Day, those things are said here as well. But Wednesdays are going to be for shamanic healing and ancestors. Especially until I get my new sets of cards and that I'm so excited about to use and to show you all and to support those businesses. So let's clear the energy. And this is going to be a quick reading because right after this, I am heading to work. All right. So as always, take only the energy that resonates with you, leave what does not. Everything is figure outable. We hold ourselves accountable. All right. Let's hop in and see what the energy guides would like to read and tell us today. Thank you so much for this opportunity to read for you all. Ooh, okay, shut out. And there's my alarm confirmation. It is 7:25, or you could say 7:7. And like the reading I put out not too long ago, remember I told you I'll make this my background on my phone. Just because something provides does not mean that it is divine. So maybe that's a synchronicity. Maybe 7:7 is relevant. I know these two fell into my lap, so we're going to take those. Maybe 7:7 is relevant, or you've seen 7:25 in the PM. We're going to get 4 cards. All right, from our Ancestor Oracle. And here's our Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. There's a particular situation that you are, I wanted to say calling in for, tuning in for, to make sure that you, again, can jot it down and pinpoint any specific advice or key things or features from this reading or message that resonate with you. Make sure you write it down if you want. Sometimes it's surprising what the confirmations are. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get our numbers. All right, we have 1, 1, and 1. Oh my goodness, you all. Look at the divine. And we have 2, 2, and 2. If this ain't but a synchronicity, I don't know what is. So maybe you have seen 1:11 on the clock or on a timer, or 2:22. The numbers 111 might be synchronistic or relevant for some of you, or 12:12. It could also be 12. Seeing 12:21 on the clock could also be something that is relevant. But we have, for the first time ever on this channel, 3 1s and 3 2s. We've had 3 1s before, but 3 1s and 3 2s. And right here, the inside of my pointer finger on my right hand, that knuckle is itching. So if anyone also has that knuckle itching or have felt their knuckles itching recently, okay, we're going to scoop down the edges and scoop up what's at the bottom to give it a good mix, as always. And then once everything has been mixed from the bottom and the middle up and the edges, Whatever spills out, we take, and I just go down to the bottom in the middle, and we get us some letters. We have Z, W, W. We have another Z, okay. We have an X, W, X. Y is what's missing, and then Z. We have a T and an H. So TH sounds like the, that, that's it. We have an R, two J's. So RJ could be someone's name. And we have JP, maybe banking, something dealing with finances, like JP Morgan. I closed all of my major bank accounts years ago. So I used to be with Bank of America, closed that account. I used to be with, Chase, JP Morgan. I closed that account. Now I'm only with credit union. I don't do that. I've had family members be with Wachovia. I remember they used to be called Walk All Over You. Oh man, back in the day. But here we go. So let's check out these two that came out, and then we're going to pull four from each. So the first one that has come out is 7, Empower. And I was actually going to say Emperor, but it says value, confidence, and progression. So some of you right now are valuing yourselves. And again, if you add up 2, 4, 6, and then the 1, you have 7. So some of you are in a phase of empowering yourself, feeling value, feeling confident, and knowing that you are making progressive steps to improve yourself, improve your life, improve your circumstances. That's some awesome, powerful energy to start off with. We also have up here the 11 card, Reflection, which stands for meditation, truth, and being accountable. And again, if we are not anything on this channel, we hold ourselves accountable, because the only constant in every situation in life is us, okay? Is us. And with our seeing, again, our ones out here, so 11, this is a time for you to do these two things. Empower yourself. Know that you have value. You have been born. You are with life right now for a specific reason. I like to say this is, of all the sperm swimming around in that man's ball sack, and of all the eggs spinning around inside that woman's sets of ovaries and going down them fallopian tubes, it was that egg, it was that sperm that came together and ignited life and created you for such a time as this. And so you are remembering that there's only you, baby. There is only you, and you are here for a reason. It could have been somebody else. It could have been another egg. It could have been another sperm. Your chance to be here might not have been, but because you are here, you are remembering, I'm here, and I know that I am good. I know that I can be good at certain things, with certain things, in certain places, with certain people, and you're making those adjustments. You are empowering yourself to see where you have value. I am actually good at listening, but I'm not here to listen to gossip and nonsense and people running around in circles doing the wrong thing over and over again. I'm here because I'm confident in making improvements, improving my life, my cleanliness of my health, my home, my circumstances, my finances. I'm here for progression. And this leads to a lifestyle of reflection, a lifestyle of taking those small, still moments to pause, meditate. Where am I right now? Okay, I'm sitting in my car. What am I doing? I am sitting, I am breathing, I am thinking. Why am I sitting? Because I'm not ready to go inside. What makes me feel like I'm not ready to go inside? And truly going through meditative practices, using your higher being, your higher consciousness to ask yourself a question and to answer it. There is an African proverb I came across years ago that said, the first sign of consciousness is to articulate a conversation with yourself and to respond to yourself. So, knowing that there is the you and the you that is observing the you that can question you, that's when you're achieving deeper and further levels of spirit guidance and oneness in your life, not just passively going by like, oh my gosh, I feel this. Nothing wrong with acknowledging a feeling, but questioning that feeling, anticipating the feeling in the future, analyzing the cause, the source of the feeling. When is it showing up? Are there pattern behaviors that I am engaging in that is causing this to show up, or pattern places or people that trigger in me or ignite in me or cause me or overwhelm me to end up feeling that feeling again that I don't like? What you're doing when you reflect is you're being truthful with yourself. That's why it's so important to do that, to pause and ask yourself and answer yourself. And that's why I think it's so powerful that the last word on this card is accountable, because when you answer yourself, that's you holding yourself accountable to, well, where are you right now? And what have you done? What has your role been in putting you in this place? Okay. Let's go ahead and pull our 4. All right. And then we're going to pull our next 4. So this is a great way to start out the reading what flew out and fell into my lap. All right. And then our next 4. So energy, guys, thank you so much for this opportunity to read for the collective. Please speak through me, allow them to glean and get their own messages. Again, everything out here is figure outable, and speak through me for the specific messages that you want to relay for them to get, and for me as well. Okay, thank you so much in advance for those of you who are willing and wanting to right now to show up. So we have 5, 27, 8, and 24. Okay. That can also be perceived as 5, 7, 8, and 6 on the table. Down at the bottom, we have 4, 16, 6, and 14, which can also be 4, 7, 6, and 5. So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7. If we add up the 16 and add up the 2 numbers within the 14, but also seeing the synchronicities that there are 2 4s down here, the 4 and the 4 from the 14, and there are 2 6s, the 6 from the 16 and the 6 from the 6 card, and there are 2 1s, the 1 from the 16 and the 1 from the 14. So 1 4 6, 6 1 4, very synchronistic bottom row. So whatever these are confirmations of up top, I'm hearing they're actually the reversals. The up top is the confirmation for the bottom row. This is the alignment. This is the synchronicity to pay attention to. So I'm going to go ahead and roll them over. Again, I haven't even gotten into the messages of these cards, and we're going to find out together what we've got going on. All right, and not even changing up their order. But we have here the 4, past, present, and future. So yes, what are you being called to do right now? Reflect on your past, your present, and your future. What has occurred in your past? Again, 4. What has occurred in your past? You notice that these things have happened. You have rejected and you have been joyful about what? Who are the past people, the past places, the past things that have caused you to feel good, and what are those things that have caused you to feel bad? What role did other people play? What did they perform? What did they do? What did they say? How did you feel in response to it? What impact did it have? And then same for you. What role did you play? How did you feel? How did your actions impact your present? Where are you presently? Is this a result of your past actions? The answer for that is yes. Again, holding ourselves accountable. And then where do you desire to be in the future? And what actions are you going to take right now in order to obtain that better future? Confirmation down at the bottom is the 5 card. So it's 4 for past, present, future, and then 5, spiritual quest. The future is your spiritual quest. It's your acknowledgement that expansion, transformation, and following your intuition is what guides you in the now and leads you into your ever better future. So, yes, reflection has its place when you're looking at the past, when you're looking at the present, but to have a future that is curated and created from the truth, you must hold yourself accountable now to starting this spiritual quest. You must go from 4 to 5, from reflection to a spiritual quest, which is action, your expansion, your transformation, and your intuition. Next, we have here masculine energy with the 6 card. So maybe for some of you, you are a masculine, or you're going to share this message with a masculine, or you right now are resonating with being more heavily in your masculine energy. And the confirmation for masculine energy showing up is 27, knowledge. So this is the 16 and the 27, 7 and 9 when you add those up. So like our odd numbers going from 7 to 9, you're able to skip 2 steps. You're moving further ahead. And with this knowledge card with the books on it, it says skill, proficiency, and advances. And then I just say something with move ahead. I'm not sure, but maybe I did. In this masculine energy, what you are doing is you're learning. I'm seeing the example of a feminine figure needing help with something being fixed and choosing to say, well, I'm going to learn or try to learn or put the effort into learning how to fix this myself first. I'm going to pull up a tutorial video on my phone or on my laptop or on my tablet. Even for some of you, maybe on a TV screen, and I'm going to gain the knowledge. I'm going to watch this video 5 times, seeing them practice the skill and being proficient, and then I'm going to advance. I'm going to move forward, act on it, and see if I can get the resolve. This reminds me of a personal story. When I was married, we had a washing machine and a dryer that my previous landlord, when my ex-husband and I were dating, he was willing to and did sell me the washer and dryer from the apartment, or I should say in-law suite, that I was renting from him. And I was so extremely grateful for that. And years down the line, so I noticed that the washing machine had issues draining all the way after loads finished. And though I had a husband who was not willing to pay for someone to come out to look at it to fix it, or pay though the funds were there to replace it, I had gotten tired of this issue since I was the one doing the laundry all of the time for the household, that said, I'm going to find a video on YouTube and see if someone has noticed this problem with this specific make and model and type of washing machine. And I'm sorry if I accidentally said dryer before, misspoke, but I found videos of several gentlemen showing the exact same like make and model, what the problem was, describing to a T what I was experiencing and how to fix it. And a large part of that was taking the washing machine apart and doing something and then putting it back together. And I did exactly this. I was in my masculine energy, though I did not really want to be, but I took it apart and I made note of the things that I was supposed to make note of and made those adjustments and put it back together. The error on my part was not having enough space to line up the screws and the different things I took apart to put them back together, because that was one of the things at the end of the videos, plural. So the multiple, I think it was like 3 different guys' videos that I had watched like 3 to 4 times each. They did not show the putting it back together part. And so I was guessing with putting it back together. And I think that it played a role in why things didn't turn out so well for me in the end. But that story comes to mind. Then we have the 6th discernment card. So you were being asked to discern. That does not mean hop in making a decision, making a quick J judgment, but you're being asked to discern. Again, observe, notice, take note. What are your observations? Why are you making these observations? Oh my goodness, I said observe, and I guarantee you I did not look down. Like I normally am looking up at the tablet to make sure that there's not a glare from the light on the cards. And so when I look down, because the glare does show up on the bottom of the words here, I don't see them. But you guys, the confirmation up under this one is what? Observe. That's crazy. The 8 card is observe. So we have the 6 discernment and the 8 observe. And didn't I just say from 7 to 9? And here we go from 6 to 8. So some of you, again, are taking 2 steps. You're hopping the 2 from the 7 to the 9. You're hopping the 2 from the 6 to the 8 steps ahead at a time, because you are discerning. You are observing. And with observing, what does that mean? Being analytical. You are revealing the truth to yourself, and you're staying patient in this process. You're not rushing it. And finally, what does that lead to? Our 14 teaching card. And I've shared this with you all many times. Right now, I am by profession a teacher. You're teaching yourself about spiritual practices, about staying patient and observant. You're teaching yourself about reflecting, about being knowledgeable. You are educating yourself. You are teaching yourself, and sometimes by observing other teachers. And what does this lead you into? Your confirmation card with this. And look at that synchronicity there. 14 and 24. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. And we have those on the board too. You teaching yourself in the season is leading you back to a future where your innocence can shine through. Your innocence in beginning a new love, of trusting, of optimism, of simplicity. This is such a beautiful reading. It's so encouraging to me, and I hope to all of you as well. So this is your season right now to empower yourself, to do the hard, to do those things which might feel impossible. It starts with a simple step of reflection. And you do this on your own. This is not the type of quest that you do with others, that you say, I just want to share my thoughts and my observations, or share your thoughts or your observations. No, this is a solo journey, 1-1. You alone, you and your spirit guides, you and your head, you and your mind are reflecting on the 4, the past, the present, and the future. And you move from the 4 to the 5 and acknowledging that you're going on the spiritual quest and journey, which is you expanding your awareness, you transforming your mindsets from negativity to positivity to optimism to effort to trying. And you're only doing that based on being guided by your intuition, because your intuition might be your thinking side, but you know what also is a requirement to make your present your better future is to act, is to be in some form of masculine energy. And it's not acting for acting's sake. It's acting based on having the valid and correct information that you trust, and acting in a way to practice skills until you obtain proficiency to the degree where you can advance. And that advancing looks like you being in that more future focused position space where discernment and action operate together. Your discernment and action, are you constantly saying, though I'm in masculine energy and I am acting from a place of knowledge, when I am discerning, all I'm doing is making observations. I'm not judging, I'm analyzing. I'm not answering, I'm revealing to myself what it is that I have noticed. I'm not coming up with an answer yet, because I know to have the truth of the matter is to be patient. There are multiple perspectives that can be revealed over the course of time. And I want the perception I have about this matter to be informed by multiple perspectives, which means you've agreed to go on a journey of teaching yourself. And in this journey of teaching yourself, you're staying innocent, to not make judgments, but to trust that your soul tribe, your soul family, your like-minded, beautiful, deeply melanated, resonating energies within yourself are going to attract those outside of yourself who should be, who do belong, who are also optimistic, who are also trustworthy, and who are also in their simple application of right phase in life. So you can, just rest, get those Z's in, and go on this journey of making progressive steps. You're Xing out the negative mindsets that you have been trained and conditioned into, and you are withholding casting judgment, because you know that your winning season is here, as long as you agree to figure out, as a result of reflecting and empowering yourself to stay on this journey. Okay. I love you all very much. For those of you who need that, it is for you. I'm giving you a big kiss right there in the middle of your forehead, on top of your pineal gland, and a huge hug. I hope you can feel my heart touching and pinging and resonating green, hovering over your heart. Okay. I love you. For those of you who need that, receive it. Receive it. Good. Letting everything go. I am excited to go ahead and walk up this hill. It's teacher work days for me, so I've got time to walk to work, but it is Wednesday, August 19th at 7:50 a.m. and I am signing out. Remember, everything is figure outable. Hold yourself accountable. I love you, and until next time, peace.